Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a little self-care kind of night tonight with you guys. I did go on my Instagram and I asked you guys what were some tips that you guys had on taking care of your mental health, and I got some really great responses. I'm really excited to share them with you guys. While I'm letting you guys know what these tips are, I am going to be doing face masks, a little bit of skincare before I go to bed, just chit-chatting with you guys about everything. So let's just get into it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take all this off because I feel like it's been way too long that I've had this makeup on. So I'm gonna be using the Neutrogena makeup wipes. Okay, so the first thing someone recommended when it comes to taking care of your mental health, they said that they find distractions and make time with their friends, as well as doing hobbies that they love, which I think is honestly one of the best medicines of getting through it all, really. I think finding things that you love to do and finding things that distract you and just get you out of that headspace is always so good for you mentally. Definitely, if you're going through it, find something that makes you happy, find something that distracts you, even if it's just for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it matters. But I try to do little things here and there that just help. Like I'll do my makeup just to make myself feel better. Isn't that like such a satisfying feeling, taking lashes off? Oh my god. This one was hanging on by a thread, so most satisfying feeling in the world. But yeah, just finding things that will make you happy. It's such a better use of your time, and just it helps so much more mentally to just think of everything that's good in your life and distract yourself with anything possible, anything that will make you smile, even if it's for a moment. I know for me, I deep dive into YouTube videos or Netflix shows or hang out with my brother, my friends, anything that will just put me in a better headspace and just make me forget about it for the time being, So I think that's a great point to make. Distractions always help so much. Okay, so going off of distractions, the things that I got from Instagram was a lot of people letting me know how they basically either distract themselves or how they cope with it, I guess. Everybody copes with it differently. I wrote them down, by the way, on this notebook because obviously since I'm recording on my phone, I can't really scroll through Instagram at the moment. I'm looking into a camera that I really like, but I'm just trying to make sure it's the one that I want to use. But for the time being, my phone works just fine. So yeah, a lot of people said Netflix, YouTube, binge watching movies. So I feel like that's also that's an amazing way to just I watch Bridesmaids and I completely forget about everything that's going on in my life, and I just have a good time and I enjoy myself, and that's just what works for me. But I also got taking a break from social media, which I think is very important, because I know at least for me, from what I've heard from friends and just from what I've heard in general about women, I don't know how it is for men. I can't really speak for the male perspective. By the way, I'm going to be using this micellar cleansing water. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I can't read crap for my life. But yeah, I can't speak for the male perspective, but I do know for women, we do tend to compare ourselves a lot to what is on social media. And it's sad because I feel like obviously people are going to post the highlights of their life, and they're going to post what's going amazing in their lives, and nobody's going to post like the sad, depressing, things that are going on with them. Nobody wants to post those kind of things. Most of the time we keep those to ourselves. That's personal shit that we're going through, So I do feel like for women, from what I've seen, we do tend to compare ourselves to what is on social media, what is going on, what other girls look like, and how come I don't look like that, or why doesn't my body, my face, whatever it may be, I don't know, everybody has their own insecurities. I think everyone is beautiful in their own way. It's hard looking on social media, and if you're going through it and you're, in the dumps and you're feeling upset and you're just not feeling the best about yourself, you don't want to see, this gorgeous girl enjoying her life, or it's not a jealousy thing, but it's just not something that you start comparing yourself to it, and you start comparing to, why is my life here and this person's life here and this person's life is over here, and they're at this level, I'm at this level. Like, it's toxic. It gets very toxic very fast. And I do think that sometimes it's okay to take a break from social media. And social media, for me at least, has been an outlet, I feel like, because I've met so many people, so many genuinely nice people, so many amazing people on Instagram, and it's been amazing getting to know them and talk to them and just seeing what their personalities are like. But it also can be very toxic, like I said. At least if you need to recoup up there, I think that's one of the best things you can do, is just disconnect from the world and just focus on yourself, because at the end of the day, that's what's most important. You're going to be with yourself, if that makes sense, for the rest of your life. You have to love yourself for the rest of your life, because nobody's going to love you more than yourself. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm getting too much into it, but yeah, someone else said working out, eating fruits and veggies, taking vitamins, meditating. I honestly agree completely with working out. I'm going to do this deep cleansing pore strips. I think I have like 1 or 2 left in here, so I thought I might as well use it tonight. So yeah, I totally agree with working out. I think that's honestly been one of my outlets in the past. Recently, it's been very hard for me to get back into the gym. Oh my god. Like, you don't know how bad I've tried to go and set myself on a schedule, and it's just hasn't been it for me. Wow, that's attractive. Hey guys. But I do think for a lot of people, it's very, very helpful. I think being active and being like feeling healthy and just feeling physically healthy makes you feel mentally healthy. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like this is coming off, guys. Oh god, leave it up to me to like do this shit wrong. I agree 100% that working out definitely does help, or just being active in any way possible. Even walking has done me so good in the past. Like, even if it's just going for a stroll with my dog, or just like taking a walk by myself, it helps so much, guys. Like, you have no idea. People also said, some people also said taking a bath, doing a face mask, getting your hair done, getting your nails done. Getting in a bath, I'm staring at my bathtub right now. Getting in a bath with some wine and candles and music playing and just laying there with like, oh, I don't know if you guys have that pillow that you guys lay on. I think I got it off Amazon. You just lay back. Oh my god. And if you get one of those trays, I've been looking into getting like a tray and just having my wine sit on it, and oh my god, a vibe. But literally it helps so much. Like, you're just in your own element. You know, you can just meditate if you want, freaking meditate, or just sing the song that's playing, or I don't know, but something about being in the tub and just having your glass of wine and just laying back just makes you forget about everything, and you just feel so relaxed, and it's like the best feeling in the world. I'm telling you, it's so soothing. I create my own little spa here. Like, I have a lot of those nights. Face masks, or like skincare, or taking care of your skin. Just when my skin feels good and my skin looks good, I feel good. Like, when I start to break out and I know I haven't been eating right and I know I haven't been drinking my water, and it's just like, I can see it. My face is like the first one to show me that I'm fucking up. It doesn't hurt to take care of yourself. You know, taking care of yourself is a part of your mental health. And when you feel good and when you look good and you hype yourself up, like, it just makes everything else feel good, you know? But I got reading. I got a lot of reading. I've become a very big buyer of the self-care books. Like, I literally feel like that's all I gravitate towards when I go to Target, when I go to Barnes & Noble. Like, that's all I gravitate towards. I've said this before, I believe, but I've read The Untethered Soul. I'm reading Buy Yourself the Fucking Lilies right now, which I'm actually really enjoying. I did read You're a Boss at Making Money, I think it was. I always forget the name of it. So I'm like really into that. I think that also gets your mind going. For me, with the self-care books, I feel like they really get my mind going. They help me see everything in a different perspective, a different light, and it just makes me just motivated. Like, I start reading them and I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I am gonna know how to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna save this much money. And like, I don't know, it just gets you pumped and you're like, I got this. Bitch, I got this. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and be a boss ass bitch. I'm sorry, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm gonna be a boss ass bitch, and I'm gonna freaking make it, you know? I don't know. You hype yourself up. Hype yourself up every day. It's very important. So I saw a lot of people reply saying that they see a therapist once in a while. They journal, which I saw a lot of people write as well. Like, one person actually said they had a gratitude journal, which I thought that's amazing. I actually was looking into one of those. I think I saw one at Target and I wanted one. I just wanted like a one that spoke to me. I'm like very picky about my book covers and all of that. Yeah, I think that's amazing to go and be able to sit down every night or every morning, even before you wake up, and write down what you're grateful for. And then at the end of the night, even if things didn't go your way or even if things didn't work out, you still get to write down the little things that you were grateful for that day and the things that you were so appreciative for, even if things didn't go the way that you planned them to, you know? So I think that's amazing. I think journaling, I used to journal all the time. Oh my God, all the time. And then my sister actually started journaling, and we both had our journals that we would write in every time something went wrong, every time that we felt like we needed to let things out. You would find us with our headphones and journals, and we'd be writing down everything that happened. I had books and books and books. My sister literally, I think, has all of them saved. I have no idea where mine went. But yeah, I think that's an amazing outlet too. If you feel like you just want to jot everything down in the moment and just express yourself to yourself, and then reading those back for some reason, like I love reading them back, and I love being like, wow, this was my mindset at this point, and then I've grown so much and I'm over here now, and like the impact that that small amount of time has had on me and like the person I've become now, like wow, I'm amazed, you know? Like I love reading back on them and just being like, grown so much, and just to be so proud of the person that I'm becoming is amazing. Or if just seeing little things that you were like, wow, I'm so glad I changed that, and I'm so glad I grew out of that, because a lot of things I look back at my little immature journals and I'm like, girl, there's other things to be worrying about. I also think therapy is very important. It doesn't work for everyone, but I've personally been to therapy and I think it did help me a lot in many ways. I went until I felt like I had no need to go anymore. I was actually thinking of going back eventually, not sure when, but I was thinking of going back, and I also was looking into going into the, I don't know what they're called, I always forget what they're called, I was told the name and now I can't remember, or the people that you go to see for when you forget things from your past and they help you regain that memory back. Does that make sense? I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. If you do, can you comment down below? I always forget what the hell they're called. I went through a lot of things in my childhood, and there's a lot of things that are blocked out in my mind, and there's times where I try to go back to it and I just see black completely. I don't see anything. There's a lot of things that are choppy in my childhood that I don't remember. So I was looking into that because I feel like that has also somehow turned over into who I am now. And there's a lot of things that I would like to know about myself that are somewhere in there. I just can't remember it. It's going to be a very nerve-wracking experience because I do know a lot of the things that I've blocked out. I just don't remember it. It's just things that I've been told. Hopefully that helps my situation. But yeah, I do think therapy is very important. If you feel like it's something that you need, like an unbiased opinion, someone that you can speak to, someone that you can talk to as a friend, or just to get a better perspective of what you're going through and just get some advice, get some feedback, I think therapy is a great idea. I think it's a great way of getting help. Yeah, I think that if that's something that you want to look into, I think that I stand by therapy 100%. So what else did I get? Listening to self-help podcasts. Yes. How long am I supposed to have this on for, by the way? Because I think I've had it on for a while now. I'm going to try to link podcasts that I listen to down below because I can't think of their names right now. The self-help ones that I've recently started listening to are brand new to me. I don't know why I never remember the name. There's a TED Talk that I listen to, and then there's like this motivational speaker that I listen to. And waking up in the morning or driving to work and listening to them is just like, it just brings my mood up, and I'm like, yes, I can do this today. Yes, I got this. Yes. There was a podcast episode that I listened to from the motivational speaker, and it just like woke me up. It was long story short, he was just talking about how your entire life has to be a fuck yes. And if it's not a fuck yes, then what the hell are you doing? You need to change something. It was like your job has to be a fuck yes. The people that you surround yourself has to be a fuck yes. The mood that you feel every day has to be a fuck yes. Like everything in your life has to be a fuck yes. And if it's not, something's wrong. Something's not right. You need to fix it. So definitely, like I said, I'll link that down below because I felt like it just woke me up and I was like, yes, 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 I agree. And I need to get my shit together and I need to figure out what is going to make my life a fuck yes. I do think that listening to self-help podcasts are just very empowering, very uplifting. I have a couple friends that actually listen to them as well, and nothing but good things. If you haven't listened to any self-help podcasts, find yourself a good one. And even if it's like it doesn't have to be a motivational type podcast or anything like that. It can be something funny or something that just puts you in a good mood. I know Call Her Daddy always cracks me up. I listen to but also Crime Junkies, which has nothing to do with any of it, but it distracts me. It just gets me. I love listening to like crime podcasts, so like I listen to those a lot. Crime Junkies and Serial Killers, Dateline, a lot of those, and it's just a distraction. So it doesn't have to be like the super motivational podcast if that's not what you're into, but anything that'll like get your mind off of it, you know? I also got music and spending time. Oh, somebody said spending time with my son. Family. Oh my god, that's so cute. And I know exactly who said that too. I think that's so sweet. I think spending time with family is always a great outlet. I love spending time with my brother and my sister when I'm feeling down. Yeah, I think family is super important. I think it's not always, the easiest, but for me, I love spending time with my family. And it's been rough right now because of the moods that I've been in. It's been hard for me to be around them because I don't want to, put that energy out on them. But when it's finally like starting to subside, I like go spend time with them and like have a good laugh, and it's just like it's all better, Yeah, I think family is very important, and I think that you have to appreciate the family that you do have and not take them for granted, because I know from experience that as much as you guys may fight, as much as it's not the same for everyone. But at least in my family, no matter how angry we get at each other, no matter how pissed off we are at each other, we're always there for each other, no matter what. It doesn't have to be immediate family. It could be friends that are family, and it could be people that you've met that you consider family. It doesn't have to be your immediate family, because I know it doesn't always work out that way for everyone. But anybody that you have as a support system that just makes you feel like from here to here, keep that in your life. Believe me, keep those people in your life. Music. I feel like I'm out of breath. Okay, I'm gonna peel this really quick before I get into that. Oh my god, I needed that. Oh, that is so painful, but my nose is so smooth. That was so beyond painful. Oh my god. I'm gonna do a face mask. 10 minutes. Just apply this. So this is like, I rub it on, and it looks like, it kind of looks like it's not really there, but I'm just supposed to put like a thin layer of it, and it literally leaves my skin feeling so smooth. I used the Frank Body Glow Mask. I think I got this from BoxyCharm. Music is my soul. Oh my god, I literally don't think I could have survived a lot of my childhood without music. Eminem was there for me through it all. I think that's why I know all his raps. He literally got me through some tough times, let me tell you. I just think either way, no matter how you look at it, I think music just has a way of just reaching into your soul and getting you, and you can relate on so many levels to so many different songs and so many different lyrics, and I think music is a great, great, great way to deal with anything you're going through. I think music is a blessing, honestly. I don't, like I said, I don't know what I would do without music. Someone said, be aware of how you speak to yourself. That hits deep, man. Yeah. I think that's a huge, huge part of your mental health, is how you speak to yourself and how you perceive yourself. It's a huge, huge part. There were, like I said, I think in one of my last videos, there was a time where I was blonde and there was a time in 2019 where I was going through it in so many ways, and I think my sister was the only one that really knew that I was going through it. And coming to 2020, it started to get better, and I was feeling good about myself. I was doing great. You know, the whole pandemic started, some things started going on within my family, and shit hit the fan. And you know, it happens. It's not always going to be picture perfect. And I thought, you know, like any other girl, you know, when you're going through something, let's dye my hair. And my sister dyed my hair blonde, which I loved how it came out. I was in love with how it came out. The only problem was dyeing my hair wasn't going to solve my issues and wasn't going to, you know, it was going to make me feel better for the moment, but that was it. Being blonde, it just, I don't know why, I just started to feel triggered by it, and I kept trying to do everything I could to change who I was and what I was doing, and I thought it was just, you know, me. I ended up chopping my hair, and I liked it for a day or two, and then I started to hate it, and I started to think of all the ways that I could fix that, and I was like trying everything I could to grow my hair, and obviously it's things that you have to fix within yourself before any of the rest of it, you know, works out. I started to work on myself again, and I started to feel like myself again. That's when I started to feel okay. I looked back at photos of myself with my short hair, and I was like, girl, you looked great. What are you talking about? Like, it was just, I started to feel good, and then I started to see myself for the person that I was. I think there's a difference between confidence and cockiness and, you know, having a big ego. I definitely think there's a difference. I think I finally gained the confidence that I needed. You know what? Block out all the haters. If you feel good about yourself and you feel confident and you feel like this is the best version of you, who cares? Like, just live your best life. Don't worry about what anybody else is saying about you. Don't think about it too much. People are always going to attack the person that seems like they have it all together. And believe me, I do not have it all together. For me, at least. Like, I've seen a couple girls on my Instagram that I'm like, oh my god, they're killing it. Like, get it. Like, yes. Like, I'm never the type to bring someone down. Like, I love seeing other females do well. Even people in general that, like, I've gone to school with, or, you know, that I knew in the past, whether it's like an ex or a friend or someone I just went to high school with, or whoever it is. I will never, ever feel like I want them to be less than me, or I want them to be struggling. I never want that for anybody. If you were in my life at some point, you meant something to me. Whether you don't now, you did at some point, and I would never wish anything negative on anyone. So I think if you are willing to do that for others, why not do that for yourself? Take that extra time to make yourself feel like a boss ass bitch. Make yourself feel like the most amazing man in the world. It's okay to be confident. It's okay to feel good about yourself. I think if you can, you know, put your heart out to all the other people and make them feel good, you know, why can't you water your own plant? I just feel like a lot of times we care so much about others that we forget about ourselves. And we're just as important, because if we're putting ourselves in the back burner, we're going to be no good to the people around us. And I think it's okay to focus on yourself sometimes. And I think it's okay to tell yourself, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're going to kill it, you're going to do well today. Today's going to be an amazing day. You look fantastic. That outfit looks bomb. Your hair looks amazing. I think it's okay to put yourself on a pedestal sometimes, because if you're not going to put yourself on a pedestal, no one else is. I really could care less on anybody's opinion at this point. If I'm happy and I know that I'm a good person and I know that I have a good heart and good intentions, I don't really care about what anyone else thinks, and neither should you. You can't even see it. That's how you know when it's like ready to be taken off, is when it just disappears into the skin. Yes. Nice and clean, and then I'm going to use the Versali Prive Quench Moisture Replenishing Serum. I also probably got this from BoxyCharm. I think I'm going to end this with anything I might have to add. So for me, I think I put a little list of things that I do for myself. Sorry, I get distracted so easily. I like Cake On so much moisturizer. Does anybody else do this? The L'Oreal Age Perfect. I'm pretty sure this is a day cream, but I've been using it for both, and I feel like my skin feels amazing. So for myself, I put positive affirmations, which are really important. Like I said, hype yourself up, ladies. Men, hype yourselves up. There's nothing wrong with that. Music, makeup. Makeup for me, when I'm like those days where I just feel like, oh, I can't do anything. Today was one of those days. And I don't think I left my house until 2:30 in the afternoon, which is late for me. But I was like, you're going to do your makeup, you're going to feel amazing, and you're going to film a video, whether you like to or not. And sometimes you just got to push yourself to just get up and get it done, you know? Dancing. I put dancing because I feel like I have random ass dance parties in my room, in my car, when I just need to just let it all out. I'll just have like random dance parties in my car and in my room. In my car, I look like a crazy person when I'm driving down the road. In my room, I have a little bit more privacy, but just have like those dance sessions, just let loose and just have fun and just be yourself. Even do it in the freaking shower if you want to. Pets. My pets. Jax knows when I'm going through it. He knows if I'm sitting on the couch and I'm stressing out in the living room, he'll start meowing like crazy for me to come into the bedroom and cuddle him. And as soon as I lay there, he cuddles me. He like lays with me. He's honestly the sweetest cat. So I do think that my fur babies help me a lot. My dog's the same way. Such a loving baby, and he knows exactly when you're upset. They all know exactly when you're upset, and he like comes and sits on your lap. He licks your hand. He licks your face. He's the sweetest. I put stay connected because I know that we said disconnect, but sometimes, at least for me, I tend to push away when I'm going through it, and I think staying connected, reaching out to people, definitely helps, because I feel like then you start to recommunicate with people. I shut out everyone when I'm going through it. Like everyone around me knows when I'm going through it because I wrap myself in a little box and then back it up. For me, at least, reaching out is a good thing sometimes, and being able to talk to friends and family that are not around at the moment. Reaching out to my sister when I'm going through it, FaceTiming my friends, a lot of that helps me. So I don't know if that's something that might help you guys, but I do know that I tend to shut people out a lot. So reconnecting is good for me. And just go easy on yourself is my last one. Go easy on yourself, because I have a huge tendency, I'm going to use Cheer Up for my under eyes. I have a huge tendency of just being so hard on myself for everything. I have to be like, I can't be good at this. I have to be great at this. I put a lot of pressure on myself to the point where I'll fry myself out. I think I've been that way because my mom drilled me to be that way. Growing up, getting a B was unacceptable. Getting an A- was unacceptable. You always had to do better. And I think that's a great mentality to have. Don't get me wrong. I think that's obviously like strive for better always. But I just think for me, it got instilled into my brain where I'm like, I can never mess up. You have to be perfect all the time. You can't mess up. Like, there's no way. Like, there's no time for messing up. You're wasting time if you make a mistake. I think I've kind of learned that it's okay to make mistakes. I'm human. It happens. If someone's not okay with that, then you're not it for me. Sorry. You're not meant to be in my life, because I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. And it's not possible for me to be perfect all the time. And if that's what you're expecting, that's not what you're going to get. And I love that about myself, and I'm not going to change that for anyone, nor could I change that, because I feel like we're all human. We're all going to make mistakes. I've accepted it, and I'm okay with it. And it's been tough because I do have my perfectionist moments where I'm just like, no. But it happens. Things happen, and gotta roll with the punches and make the best out of it. So honestly, at the end of the day, things are not always going to go your way, and that's okay. But just don't beat yourself up for it. You know, if you make a mistake, if something happens that you screw up, or you say the wrong thing, own up to it, apologize, and move on. Don't beat yourself up about it. Love yourself as much as you can, and be there for yourself more than anything. right now we need to go easy on ourselves. This is the year to go easy on ourselves, strive for the best and look forward to the future. But just, it's been a tough year, the past year, so just go easy on yourself. Take it step by step. It's going to work out the way it's supposed to. I will keep saying it on this channel, and everything happens for a reason, and everything does happen for a reason, and you won't find that reason out till, maybe years down the road, but it's for a reason. And when you look back at that time that you were stressed out and that you were upset and you were hurting, you're going to know why it happened. You're going to understand why it all worked out the way it was supposed to. And you're going to smile and you're going to think, okay, that's all you can do. It's not always going to be easy, but I'm telling you, the outcome is going to be worth it. If you want it and you work for it and you see it, your outcome is going to be amazing. And you just have to trust the process. Just trust the process. It all makes sense in the end. I promise you. There's a lot of things that I look back on and I'm like, wow, I thought I was supposed to do that, and I was supposed to go here, and I was supposed to do this. And everyone you meet, where you go, everything you do is for a reason. And never, ever, ever look back on that as regret, because it's all been pushing towards who you're going to become. It's always pushing towards the stronger version of you. And that's what we want, right? We want to grow. We want to be the best version of ourselves. So just like I said, trust the process. Everything happens for a reason. But with that, I think I'm going to head to bed. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope that this was a little bit enjoyable for you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, guys. Love you.
Let's make it me and you. Let's make